Ready to roll?
Yep.
Okay, so this is part 2 of 2. This is our 65th show. If you are just coming across this, hit stop or pause and go back and look for part 1. We have been talking about a lot of viewer comments, and we have been dissecting all of them. And I'm going to jump right into the middle of those viewer comments. So if you want to see the lead up to this, again, just click on the pause button or however you go back and look at part 1. And then when it gets to the end of that video, just go to this part now. Okay? So again, it's August 17, 2018, 65th show, and this is the beginning of part 2. We left off just after talking about Kia-sama's multitude of awesome topic questions, and then also whether Freak Channel 1 in Trinidad and Tobago was asking about the weather. But right after him, Rajesh, we hadn't heard from Rajesh in a little while. Rajesh did reach out this morning, and that's when I wrote him in here.
Yes, he said, "Hi guys, long time. I was wondering what happened. Take care, guys."
Yeah, so I guess he noticed that we hadn't put a video up in about 6 days, and he saw the video, again, I call it the explanation video, or, where do we go? He saw that, and then he was like, okay, so now I get it. So what's up, Rajesh? Good to hear from you, bro. Hope all's well. I think he's in Houston, right?
He does live in Houston, yes.
So I'm not a big Houston Texans fan, but I'm curious to see how Deshaun Watson comes back from injury. He went to Clemson, and I know they played Alabama, and that's where we live. Not that I'm a huge fan or anything. I'm just saying it's a big talk here. I don't get too much into the conversations, but nonetheless. And I think the Astros, they're kind of subpar this year, or not very good.
I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry. I don't really follow baseball. Ever since my kids stopped playing, I don't follow baseball much.
All right. So
we got one more viewer comment that just popped up.
All right, so great to hear from you, Rajesh. Thank you very much, Rajesh. Good to hear from you, and hope to hear from you again.
Well, we got Anthony Penchu.
Yeah, I wrote it, yeah.
I wish you a speedy recovery, Justin. You could say this part.
Huh?
Let's go. I can't do it like he does.
Oh, I wish you a speedy recovery, Justin. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so appreciate the warm wishes. Sometimes when I sit like this for a while, it gets rather painful.
He had a tough, how do you say, change or packing. It was tough tonight.
Yeah, that was so she changed.
It was very tough tonight.
Yeah, she changes my bandages, and so I got my skinny legs, man. I gotta show them to you. So she changes my bandages, and what you have to do is, and I'm not going to get too descriptive, but you have to put some gauze actually in the, I guess you could say inside of my leg per se.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. It's just bad seeing him in pain.
So sometimes when I sit, it starts to ache a little bit. All right, so anyway, that was the end of. No, I gotta say thank you to Anthony. So Anthony, thank you for that. Again, your wishes to get better and recover helped me push through the pain, because the pain's ridiculous at this point.
Well, we've got the viewer comment of the.
Oh, viewer comment of the day. Oh, I'm gonna do that at the end.
Okay.
But I think we all know it's Kia-sama.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
She had some great questions and.
Yeah, I mean,
topics.
She snagged 5 pages.
As you can see, we're not used to sitting on the bed. We have to move a lot.
Yeah, sorry about it.
It's not very comfortable.
Yeah, it's kind of jacked up, and my leg's not comfortable either. All right, so I have a couple of topics. One, and we're gonna just touch on them briefly. This whole next generation thing, next gen finals, the next gen people. Look, when I was younger, there was no next gen thing. You're a pro. You're supposed to be a pro. It doesn't matter if you're 16 or you're 40. You're a pro. Well, I mean, this whole next gen deal that the people or that the powers to be are trying to sell us, to me, is just an excuse for the fact that it seems like no one can get up and past the top three. Because the up and comings for so many years never prosper. Now we're gonna make some next gen that makes it should be like the top 3 versus the rest. I mean, it's ridiculous. Next gen, I think it's so cheesy. I could care less about watching the next gen finals. Number 1. I mean, unless
I know the first few names on that list, and then the rest I'm like, who are they?
So yeah, or isn't like Gerald Donaldson on there and like Taylor?
Well, first of all, I never even knew they had this until I saw this in this last tournament. They did a commercial and they put the ATP Next Generation and they put everybody who was under 20, which I thought, Wow, did Becker have that? Did Edberg have that? Did Sampras, Agassi, Safin? Any of these guys had that? No. Why are we doing this now?
Yeah, I think it's kind of, to me, I think it's cheesy. I mean, that's my word for it. Tell us what you think about the next gen.
Well, they might as well put the 30s tournament, the 20s tournament,
Yeah, they might as well put
open.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. This is professional tennis. If you can't hack it, then get out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to shorten the game, then okay, and go play something else. I don't know, but there's so much complaining going on about this and that, and the better you are, I guess, the more you feel like you can play it. The next gen thing to me is simply watering down the sport. And I'm not saying I wouldn't go to one, but what does it really mean?
Nothing.
What does it really mean?
Nothing. To me, unless these guys win a Grand Slam and beat one of these top 3 guys, or even Wawrinka, then you have a long way to go.
Yeah, what are you going to go, I never won a major, but I won the next gen championship. I mean, who cares? I mean, I'm not taking away from it. I'm glad that they play. I'm sure there's a lot of people.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be professional and say, but it's an expensive joke.
It's a joke, man. If I was Sampras or Tsitsipas, I would not play that.
If I didn't make it to the final, what I would do is forget about the ATP next gen final. It sounds like next gen. It just sounds like a weak word anyway. I'd rather say, look, I'm going to ATP finals. I'm going to the next gen finals. I don't get it. It just sounds cheesy.
It does. It's stupid. Whoever came up, I would love to know who came up with that idea.
It just sounds cheesy, and nonetheless, I'm sure there's a lot of kids and a lot of people that love to go, and that's great. But in terms of why we do this show, the hard-hitting tennis talk, I don't get it. I don't get it. What do you think? What do you think about the whole next-gen deal? Why do we even have it? And if it weren't for Federer, Djokovic, and Nadal, would this even be in place now?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Coaching on the sidelines, next topic. To me, it's gotten out of hand. Every time I turn on women's tennis now, I turn it on and I see a drama cry show on the sideline.
I get so mad watching that, actually. I say, wow, are women this weak? I know we're not that weak.
So we have talked about this before, just in passing, but let's open the debate. Does anyone truly like the fact that the women can go and get, hey, I want my coach down here. They come down and talk. I get what they're doing. That's fine. But tennis is an individual sport. Number 2, the women want equal everything. Well, you would never see a man do that. Number 1, because of ego. Number 1. Number 2, you would never see a man do that because that would make him look inferior to the other opponent. And I think it would be more psychological in the other direction. I mean, if you're getting beat and you have to call your coach out to fix, to me as your opponent, I'm going to want to beat you worse now.
Yeah, to me, I'm thinking about it this way. If you're winning your match, right? You say you're a female player, you're up 6-0, 5-2, and the other person has to call the coach, wouldn't that mess you up? Because now you have to wait for that coach to give your opponent advice. So that gets you cold. Meanwhile, you're on a roll. It's almost like taking a timeout. It's almost like saying, timeout.
Yeah, I mean, that's another facet of it that I didn't write. But yeah, you're right. But what's the difference? Bathroom breaks, taking 10 minutes?
Yeah, but this is more interesting. So you got bathroom breaks. You have also where you can call a trainer for injury timeout. And now you have a coach timeout. So it makes the game longer and kind of unfair. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm hacking through it. All right, so think about that. Comment on coaching on the sidelines. To me, it's hard to say that the game is even close to being equal at this point by watching that. I mean, Sloane Stephens is calling her coach out all the time. I think it just makes it just looks very weak for me.
And bring the coaches out in the final, like in Montreal, and she's crying on his shoulder is ridiculous too.
Yeah, it looks. I think we have to be stronger than that. I think we need to do something about that. Let's talk about it. I don't care for it at all.
Go cry in the locker room after.
Yeah, go cry in the locker room. No offense, but I wouldn't let my daughter do that. If she called me out, I'd say, I'm like, well, you can figure it out. We'll talk about it later.
Yes.
I don't dig it. All right, so let's talk about that. All right, next spot. We have 10 days and counting until the U.S. Open starts. Let's go. I can't wait.
Me too.
I
love the U.S. Open.
Can't wait. All right. So we are going to discuss real quick our fantasy team stuff that we do. Again, we do a fantasy team where we can pick 8 players on a team on the men's side and on the women's side. You could choose 5 players ranked between 1 and 17 in terms of seeding. You can choose 2 between 17 and 32, and then 1 unseeded player. Again, you can choose as many unseeded players as you want, but you're just going to fill up spots with unseeded people and lose some of your other spots. In 10 days, we'll pick those teams, but I wanted to mention some players that I think right now that have a good shot, seeded, unseeded, that have a chance to make it into the second week of the U.S. Open and maybe beyond. So this is just right off the top of my head this morning. I think it was about 8:30 in the morning at this point. So I just started writing. So here we go. Nadal, Djokovic, Federer, Kachanov, Tsitsipas, Wawrinka, Kyrgios, Del Potro, Mannarino. Yes, I said it. Adrian Mannarino, Frenchman. Raonic, Wawrinka, Kyrgios. Already said that. Wawrinka, Kyrgios, Del Potro, Mannarino, Raonic, Dimitrov, Cilic, Koric, and a dark horse, David Goffin, German. I've always liked him. I think he's from Belgium, actually. No?
He's Belgium. He's from Belgium.
Always liked him. He's had some really weird injuries and unfortunate, but he seems to look pretty good right now. So watch out for Goffin. And yes, I left off the young Zverev. I left him off. I thought about it, but I left him off.
I'm going to leave him out. He has no confidence going into U.S. Open.
So those are my men's jots. Anybody you want to pop in there that I missed?
No, I can't think of anybody right now. I mean, I always go with Shapovalov. I'm a
Shapovalov, that's a good one. Shapovalov.
I mean, Carreno Busta looked good. I mean, he always does good at the hard court.
Yep. Isner maybe? I don't know.
I don't think with Isner, I'm not picking Query this year. I don't see it. I mean, I might give Tiafoe a chance depending where he's...
Monfils?
No.
Okay.
No.
We'll keep them coming. Women's side. Kerber, Halep, Serena, I don't know. Venus, I don't know. Vekic, Wawrinka's girl. Mertens, Sloane Stephens, Madison Keys, Sabalenka. We've been talking about her for forever. She's hitting wicked shots. Blah blam, wow blam, crush, slap floppa, cross. What? She's drilling the ball. Let's go. She's a beast. Watch out for Sabalenka. All right, Kontaveit. She can beat the ball down pretty good too. Barty, Sloane Stephens, Kvitova. Watch out for Kvitova.
Yeah, Kvitova could do great.
But today she played this match against Mertens.
She had a brain fart.
She started up 5-0. Then Mertens tied her at 5-5. So they both went 5-0 in the same set. Go figure that out. Then Kvitova took 2 games to win the first set. Then Mertens in the second set won 4 games to start. And then Kvitova wins the set 7-5.
Mm-hmm.
Holy streak match
she
back
didn't need to go that long.
Wow, that was like a streaky match if I've ever seen one in my life. There was a point where Kvitova couldn't even win a point. She had 9 unforced errors in a row. Boom, boom, boom. It was like 2 games wiped away like that quick.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy watching that match. I couldn't watch it anymore.
All right, Bertens maybe is an unseeded, and the young Anisimova, 16-year-old, I think, U.S. girl from Russia.
Yes, I'm definitely, she will, depending on her seeding.
So that's just to name a few that I'm looking at now. Again, we have 10 days to go. We're going to start talking about this just like we did in Wimbledon, and we're going to have a run up to it. We're going to have a run up, and we're going to announce our teams and follow them. Again, she won Wimbledon, so we're doing the same thing. So those are some names for the pot to boil in. Or you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yes.
I don't know what I was supposed to say there, but came out wrong. All right, so comment of the day is definitely, what's the time?
13:16.
We can finish this on 2 if we hurry. You got the results, right?
Yes.
All right, comment of the day goes to Kia Sama. Great job, Kia. You took up the entire first show, basically, and into this one. 5 pages of writing. So you got comment of the day. So Carla's going to zip through and we'll briefly discuss the men's and women's results today from Cincinnati, and then the semifinals upcoming.
Well, Halep played her 3rd round. Most of the players today had to do 2 matches due to the rain delays. Halep beat Barty 7-5, 6-4. I mean, Halep looks good. She looks dominant. Svitolina beat Anisimova.
Well, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Halep looks very good.
She looks in shape. I mean, she's always in shape, but she looks good. She's confident, so she's got a good shot at this U.S. Open.
Halep looks very good.
Yeah, she does.
All right.
Svitolina beat Anisimova. 6-4, 6-4. Not bad for the 16-year-old.
Yeah, not a bad showing for her. Svitolina's a seasoned pro.
And she should, honestly, she was in the top 4 at one point.
The young, I think she's 16, Anisimova, right?
Yes.
She's a potential unseeded player.
Not 16. She's a little bit older now.
Is she? Is she 18?
I don't know.
She's young.
She could be 16. You're right.
Anyway,
she's got a good shot.
It would depend on her draw.
She's got a bright future in tennis.
It would just depend on her draw. I mean, if she matches up against Carlos Suarez Navarro in the first round, I'm going to take Navarro. So
I don't think that I would. No.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next match.
Burton's beat Kontaveit in 3 sets.
Burton's has been doing good. I said her name out down here. If Burton's has a favorable draw, she could be an unseeded player of mine. But then again, so could Kontaveit. Kontaveit's
that was a 3rd round match. They battled. They went 3 sets.
Yeah. Those 2 good players.
Then they went to the quarterfinals. They played the same day. Halep had to play against Serenko, 6-4, 6-1.
So they had a doubleheader, 2 matches in one day.
She looked dominant. Again, there's nothing Serenko could do today.
Yeah, Halep, go Halep. She's strong.
Sabalenka beat Keys. Once again, Keys. What the hell? She goes to this Chris Evert Academy, and she just can't win a match.
Sabalenka is hitting missiles, bro.
But Keys was out of her... She was not playing the way she usually plays.
Look, Sabalenka's 5'11". She's 20 years old. She fears nothing. She goes for everything.
She's from Belarus, right?
She's from Belarus with Azarenka. They played Davis Cup together, actually.
Okay.
So an impressive run by Sabalenka.
She's had a good summer court.
I wish she would stop winning now though for a minute, because her ranking's going to get too high at the U.S. Open, and I'm not going to be able to use her for unseeded player.
No, I don't think she'll be unseeded on that tournament.
She's gaining grounds quickly.
Kvitova beat Mertens 3 sets. This is a match
I just talked about that.
And then Bertens
played again,
and she
took
beat
out Svitolina.
Svitolina.
So again, Bertens, and Sabalenka, if they stay outside the top 32, either one is a safe pick for your fantasy team's unseeded player.
Yes.
Either one of them. And so is Vekic, in my opinion, Wawrinka's girlfriend. But their seedings are moving up, so we'll see where they are.
Men's third round, Djokovic beat Dimitrov in 3 tight sets. So here's another 3-setter for Djokovic.
He should have beat Dimitrov.
In 2, honestly.
Dimitrov, for me, it just looks like Dimitrov always will be.
Yeah. Cilic beat Kachanov in 3 tight sets as well.
Similar type players here. Similar type games.
One is younger than the other one. One is,
Kachanov's the baby. And
Cilic's the veteran.
Similar games, and then more experience of those 2 won and should have won, but a good test and a good warm up for Kachanov here for the U.S.
And for Cilic, too.
And for Cilic's confidence.
Yes.
Remember, we talked about Cilic being a wave rider.
Then Goffin beat Anderson, which I was surprised because Anderson was on a roll lately. 6-2, 6-4. Impressive.
So real quick on Goffin, I've always liked Goffin a lot. Again, the only problem I would have is his 2-handed backhand. I like a 1, but it doesn't matter. Goffin has a chance at the U.S. Open. It just depends on him.
Well, he's had a bad season till now. Bad season.
He's a good player, though.
He had a good season last year. Maybe he's recuperating that.
I think he made the ATP Finals the past 2 years, I think.
He was in the top 10 at once. Then him and I watched the Potro match against Kyrgios. That was
a great match.
Well, Kyrgios, I was watching him closely, and I said, man, I told my husband, I said, this guy has a lot of talent. It's too bad that he is influenced by things that he shouldn't be influenced, like his smartphone and his attitude out there. I mean, he can hit the ball, and he has variety in his shots. But I think with Kyrgios, once he gets down, if he loses the first set, it's almost like he gives up. Haven't you noticed that?
Yeah, I thought I had actually even written something about the smartphone deal.
Well, you didn't mention him, but when he finished his match with Potro, what was he on? His pink smartphone.
Yeah, okay, so check this.
He didn't give a crap that he lost.
Can you tell me where we're at time-wise before I venture down this road? Because I can go deep here. I forgot about this. Carla just made a good comment.
18 minutes.
All right, we're gonna hit this real quick. So the match that she just mentioned, Del Potro versus Kyrgios. I watched the whole thing start to finish. Unfortunately, I was sitting here kind of with my leg up, and I'm trying to stretch it now. It's a little sore. Sorry about that. I know it's not professional to do that, but I got to do it. Sorry. The match was a very close, either way, first set. So was the second set. So 6-7, 7-6, whatever. Both sets. 7-6, 6-7, right? The third set was like 6-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kyrgios just went away.
Okay, so what occurred is it was a tight first set. Kyrgios had a little bit of run in with a bad call, whatever. It happens. You're gonna have things not always go your way, man. But there was a little miscommunication with the umpire, I guess you could say. Then second set began. It was close there. There was a couple shots that Kyrgios hit, and I was just like, why? I mean, a wide open shot for a winner, and instead he tries to hit it in between the legs, and and just misses the thing. It's like, why would you even do that? You just like totally squandered a point. I mean,
or like when Potro came into the net and he just hit it, went like all the way to pretty much to the fence. Not the fence, but where the umpires.
Yeah, I mean, at this level, just squandering stuff frivolously without really caring it's a recipe for disaster. But
smash the racket too.
So yeah, then he smashes a racket. So what happens though? I think he smashed the racket in the third set though.
Well, didn't Djokovic smash the racket too pretty bad today?
Yeah, I mean again, I must remind, if anybody ever wants to smash a racket, do me a favor and just turn bad karma into good karma and just send it to Carla or I because one of our kids needs it. We would love to have the racket. Maybe instead of smashing it, you get good vibes by just sending it to his hole before you smash it.
Yeah, Djokovic smashed that racket into pieces. You can see the pieces flying.
So here we are earlier in part one talking about attention spans and how Djokovic mentioned, well, you might as well shorten it because none of the younger players want to come out here and play so long because they're too worried about what's going on their smartphones. Their attention spans get sidetracked, right?
Yeah.
Well, when Kyrgios comes onto the court, first walking on, he's on his phone. Okay, he sits down, puts his phone in his bag. As soon as he systematically loses, he pulls it out of his bag, walking off the court and laughing into it, right off the court. I mean, dude, the dude has mad skills. The dude has the skills to be number one in the world right now. But unfortunately, him just having a wide open, regular, normal shot, all of a sudden jumping over and hitting between your legs and dumping it in the net. Why do it? Why? Just why? People even think it's stupid. Let's be real. But the phone thing, it's just, if you want to be great and you're grabbing your phone while you're sitting down to put on your shoes that sometimes you forget to bring to the court. And
I don't know how you forget that.
Yeah, and then when you're walking out of the stadium, as soon as you pick up your racket bag, before you pull out the ground and put it on your shoulder to walk off the court, you're looking into your phone and laughing when Del Potro is sitting right next to you. Kind of a weak look for me. So anyway, I do think we need to keep our eyes on Kyrgios for the U.S. Open, but I don't know if I can put enough faith in him to take him.
I don't. Sorry.
All right. So.
Next match. Wawrinka beat Cilic. They had a rematch.
Yeah,
Tsitsipas. They had a rematch. He blew him off the court pretty much.
6-4, 6-3. Okay, so Wawrinka and Federer are playing right now, actually.
Yeah, and Wawrinka won the first set.
Really?
Yeah.
Wawa took the first set against Federer.
7-6, yes.
Okay. All right. So next
he took it like 7-2 in the tiebreaker.
All right. Next we have
Djokovic beat Raonic. Again, Djokovic looks shaky. Raonic, I'm sorry, but if his serve is not on, I mean, the rest of his game is just sucky. That guy can't even hit a rally. After 2 or 3, he misses the ball. Forehand shanking them. Backhand into the net. Double faulting. I mean, he had so many opportunities to beat Djokovic today.
Yeah, he should have closed that first set out.
So many. I mean, gosh, he was giving it to you.
Well, he was serving for the first set and then
he
lost
double faulted. Double faulted the first set.
Well, didn't he double fault one game 4 times in a row?
He double faulted the set.
But he double faulted.
I don't remember that.
But one of the first 2 games, I think he double faulted 4 times.
Wow.
4 times in one game.
I mean, Djokovic is lucky to make it to the next round on that match.
So Djokovic should have won.
Yeah. Cilic beat Carreño Busta 7-6, 6-4.
Cilic should have won that too. I like Busta. He does well in hard court, but Cilic is a better player.
Yes. So right now, Goffin just beat Potro to make it to the semis.
No, Potro was probably tired.
Yeah.
Probably tired. No excuse though, because at the U.S. you have to go 3 out of 5 sets, but you're playing every other day.
Yes.
So here's a question. Here's a topic. Would you rather play 3 out of 5 sets, but only have to play at maximum every other day? That's how it works when you play 3 out of 5 sets, unless the tournament's way backed up. Or would you rather play 2 out of 3 sets every day? I'd kind of rather play 3 out of 5 and take a rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so now current matches.
The only match that's on right now is
Wawrinka Federer.
Wawrinka Federer.
All right, and Wawrinka won the first set 7-6. No women's stuff. It's over.
No women's. All the matches are done.
All right. So what about upcoming the semis?
That's what I was looking at.
Draws, I guess.
Yes. Sorry, I don't have it the way I usually.
So I think Goffin awaits the winner of Federer and Wawrinka.
That's correct.
So that'll be a good match. I would think whoever wins the Federer-Wawrinka match would beat Goffin. But we'll see. Goffin, again, I hope he's doing well.
So Cilic is playing Djokovic.
Cilic plays Djokovic.
Which is going to be
a
good
match.
That's
a good match.
Yeah.
Good match.
And then as far as the women's, I'm not sure because I can't see it from here. I just can't.
So with the women, I'm trying to think who won today.
Halep won.
Mertens won.
Mertens won as well.
We're missing 2. I don't know if you can find it there.
I'm looking right now.
So Mertens.
So we got Bertens, Kvitova.
Mertens is playing Kvitova.
And then Halep is playing Sabalenka.
Look, Kvitova.
I think.
Kvitova went.
I'm not sure.
Kvitova went through a stage of her match today that was ugly. She dropped like 2 games almost.
I mean, it should be like that.
Quickly.
It should be like that. I mean, it should be Halep, Sabalenka, Kvitova, Bertens.
So look, man, there's some really good matches out there. This has been a really fun tournament. The rain has been pretty intense, but hey, it's all fun and games in terms of that. But it's been a good tournament. So it's 7-6 Wawrinka in the first set. It's 3-3 on serve in the second. And both these guys are going to be trouble for everybody at the U.S. Open.
But Wawa's on a roll. He's looking good.
I
wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, if he won the U.S. Open, good for him.
Yeah, heck yeah.
He deserves it.
Heck yeah, he's worked hard.
I'm definitely picking him.
And he might come in unseeded, couldn't he? He could come in unseeded.
They gave him a wild card.
Okay, so he would be a great unseeded player for your team.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to pick him.
So everyone, as usual, thank you so much for watching. That's going to wrap up the show for today, and I'm going to see if I can put my leg up and get out of some of this discomfort. Hopefully it was okay for you guys. And again, I'm sorry I have my leg up like this. Carla has done a really great job taking care of me today. High five on that. Cooked, breakfast, lunch, changed my bandages, then dinner. Really been spectacular.
Well, your mom cooked dinner today, but yeah, you're welcome, baby.
So thank you so much, Carla, and again, much thanks to all of you. So I will spend the next couple of hours downloading these and getting them out to you guys. So click a like below, share the video, subscribe to the video, subscribe to our channel. And again, keep the comments coming. I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get up, change my bandages. It's going to hurt like you know what, but take my mind off of my...
the pain.
Yeah, pain in me is stuck right here. I find I can make an outlet by writing. So I'm going to start it up early in the morning. We'll see what happens. So thanks everybody for watching. And as Carla always says,
adios.
And as I always say, let's go! Come on, let's go!